Well, folks, while we're down at HamCation 2022 down in Orlando, we stopped by the SteppIR booth and spoke with John, WA7IR, the CEO of SteppIR, and he gave us a nice scoop on some upcoming capabilities with their antennas, so let's check it out.
Friday, I'm KY4BDP, and I'm here at the SteppIR booth here at HamCation. I'm with John, WAZIR. Great call.
It's WA7IR.
A7IR,
yeah,
that's right.
They don't show it very well here.
No worries. John,
Yeah.
thanks for taking some time today.
Yeah.
Chris and I wanted to drop by your booth as a club channel. We do a lot of club things, but your antennas get so much press. We're really impressed. What are some of the new things maybe that SteppIR is coming out with this year?
Well, you know, that's an interesting question, Brian. The one thing that everybody's asking about from us is a remote controller. So,
Yeah.
we've got a really pretty electronic controller, but it's old-fashioned. Everybody's going to remoting and remote operation. So we tried to bring this out a couple years ago, but COVID got in the way.
Yeah.
And now number one on our list, hopefully this year, is we're going to finally make the PC-based controller, and we're probably going to make it Raspberry Pi based, so it's going to be super simple. For the first time in 20 years, I'm giving you a scoop because we're probably going to open up our software for the first time ever.
So the APIs, you're going to make those available?
We're going to make that available so smart people like you guys can improve our product, and we'll be very appreciative of that.
Well, it's funny you should say remote, because we're working on a club-based project where we're going to do a remote HF station.
Okay.
And one of the things that has to come into that is an antenna. Either you set up an antenna that's multi-band, or you look at a SteppIR as maybe an opportunity.
Right, and that's the thing, right? And you've been able to remote for a number of years from other companies that have found a way around our flow source systems. And we're actually thankful for those companies, because it's helped them like you get on the air remotely. But we feel like it's now time to get all the options that we have available remotely or on a PC, and that's the plan. So we're pretty excited. We call it the evolution, the Evo, and that'll be a sore point for many of your viewers. But I'm the CEO, and I'm saying we're doing it.
Right.
So I don't have much control, but I have that much control. So
Now, what are the different models of antennas that you currently have?
we have a number of antennas. We offer one portable unit. It's called the Crank IR. Then from there we have permanent mount vertical to small IR. The big IR, the only difference is frequency coverage. We have a host of Yagis available. The Urban Beam is our number one seller. It's a 31-foot, 2-element beam with a 40-30 dipole. Very compact, very high performance. And then we go all the way up to a 5-element DB42. So really, there's basically something for everybody.
Right.
And we've been around 20 years, so we keep adding products as we go. So yeah, you might have seen our display over there. That shows how the element housing unit works. We call it the EHU, element housing unit. That shows the design that is largely unchanged from 20 years ago. It's very time-tested. We've got these all over the world in some of the most terrible climates and places you could ever imagine, and they just keep going. So, but that particular display has lasted 20 years, and we've never changed it out.
It's amazing. And what bands does that cover, John?
It depends on the antenna.
Okay.
Since it's just a display, it's just showing what our technology does.
On the inside.
It's a radiator. It's a copper beryllium strip. It's indexed, and it's driven by stepper motors. That's our name. And so that basically is driven by the stepper motor, controlled by an electronic controller, and it just does it's the dumb part of the antenna. The controller is the smart part. It gets told what to do, and it'll go down to 1/10 of an inch. So you have an optimized antenna on every frequency of operation.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah. It's a lot better than me. I'm stumbling my way through this, but it's very good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
John, I want to thank you for giving us a little bit of your time today.
Thank you so much.